Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. I hope and I pray that all is well with each and every one of you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your businesses, your ministry. I pray all is well with each and every one of you. I am doing fine this morning. To God be the glory. I actually awakened before the alarm clock, which is pretty darn good because I was in the bed, I want to say by like 8:45 I was probably asleep because it was like 8:30 something and I was texting my oldest son and I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. Like my eyes are super duper heavy and I am not going to make it. Normally, I like to stay up until he gets home. But baby, the eyes was super duper heavy yesterday, and I caught myself reading the Bible, and I could feel myself drifting as I was reading the Bible, and I wanted to pray. So I was reading a scripture, and I wanted to pray the scripture, and my eyes just got so heavy, and I was like, "Oh Jesus, we about to fall asleep." I said, "What we gonna do? What we gonna do?" And he was like, "Let it go, like let it go, let it go." So God be the glory. I let it go and I went to sleep. So yay, I got some sleep last night. And for those of you who are just tuning in, who have no idea what I'm speaking of, the other night I had insomnia again, and so you feel different when you don't get enough sleep, when you don't get adequate sleep. Good morning, Carol. Good news, I got some sleep. So for those of you who were putting in messages saying that you understand about the insomnia and what happens and how it feels, I am grateful to God that I was able to get adequate sleep. So I literally, like I said, I was asleep by, had to been 8:45, and I slept throughout the whole night. And my alarm clock was set to go off at about 7:30, and I was already awake. I wasn't like up and vibrant, but I was already awake and already in prayer when the alarm. Oh, a little twist coming out when the alarm clock was going off. So I said, okay, let me let everybody know that your girl did get some sleep. And it probably was because I did go outside yesterday. So yay, I'm over here winning, you guys. I'm over here winning, 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 no matter what. And I thank God for that. So yesterday I had the very soft intent of going out, and my mom came over, and when she was talking about how she feels like she needs to get out and get some movement, and I was just like, well, maybe we should go out and we should walk, we should walk together or whatever. But I really wasn't totally sold and committed on it. But then she wanted me to take her someplace, so I was like, I guess this is me getting up. And so I did get a chance to get up and out the house. And when we went out, I could feel my allergies. I could feel my allergies. Like my eyes were really, really itchy. I could see that they started to get a little red. And I just told her, I said, wow, I said, my allergies are doing, something major. Now, mind you, I believe that was the reason why I had the insomnia, because a lot of times when my allergies are kind of kicking up and flared up in a different way, the insomnia is one of those ways in which it presents itself. It was either the allergies or the perimenopause. Take your pick. Take your pick, right? But I did get up and I went out yesterday, and I could feel the allergies. And so, hey, Dr. V, blessings to you. Oh, I meant to message you yesterday, Dr. V, because I had a dream. I had a dream about you, and I wanted to share the dream with you. Not so much the dream itself, but who I saw you with. Who I saw you with. So I'm like, Jesus, don't do that to my girl. Don't do that to my girl. But I will message you and let you know who I saw you with in my dream. But yes, yes. So Yesterday was a great day here in New York City, but today is rainy. As Carol is saying, it's very gloomy out. So I'm actually very proud of myself that I did go out yesterday, because I don't even know. I was losing track as to how long I had been in the house. I know I had went out for the Women's Day event, but after that, honestly, I couldn't tell you who, what, when, where, or why. I couldn't tell you when I went out again. So I'm grateful that I did get a chance to get up and get outdoors and feel normal. And that's kind of the part of with the whole remote, the work from home, the full-time entrepreneur stuff. We forget what our norm, even though we can have a new normal, right? We can have a new normal, but I feel as though we we put a lot of weight. We put a lot of weight on, oh, we got to get back to the way it used to be, but we can have a new normal. But it does feel different when you're just in the house and you're working from your computer, and you don't have business outside, right? Unless you got to go to the market or the post office or something like that. But ideally, as an entrepreneur, who what we do is online, we don't have no business out. So it's like, when's the last time you've been out? But it is a good idea to create that balance, right? To create that balance, to give everything, or like I like to say, an equilibrium, to give each thing its time, its appropriate amount of time. So being outdoors, fellowshipping with loved ones, being there with your family, hanging out with your friends. We do need to, spread spread the love around. So, but it is different when when you do your work from the computer. This is where you find yourself spending majority of your time, and it can suck. It can, consume you, and it is important that we do try to create that sense of balance. So I did that. Boom, me. I did that. I went outside yesterday. And then let me tell you the truth about it. Yesterday, after hanging around with my mom, I didn't feel like doing the things that I had on my agenda. Go figure. But today is a new day. And if it's raining outside, my mind is not going to be on, oh, I need to be outside. No, I need to be right here indoors. So today is a better day. Today is a better day. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to God. I have quite a bit on my mind today, just from some of the dreams that I had last night and such. I need God to show me, I need Him to show me some revelation behind it. I have been hearing God speak this morning, because I was talking to God. I was like, Lord, I couldn't even, it wasn't even safe for me to pray last night. I was so sleepy. It was not even safe to pray. I was reading, what was I reading? Romans 12. I was reading Romans 12, and I was trying to pray Romans 12. Like there was what passage was it? Mm, I think let me see what passage that was. Because I know I got some Bible folks on here that be liking to see who, what, when, where, and why. I was reading 6. Yes. So Romans 12, starting at verse 6, from 6 to 6 to 8. Verse 6 to 8. That's what I was reading and trying to pray last night, and my eyes started getting heavy. And I was like, Jesus, it ain't even safe to pray, because as soon as I closed my eyes, I was try to utter up some prayers. I swear I was trying to pray for y'all. I was trying my best to pray for y'all, but them eyes was just super heavy. That sleep was like taking a girl over. So I woke up. When I woke up this morning, I got up, I got stirring. I was like, man, Jesus, I was like, that was some shaky ground we was on last night. But today is a new day, and I can continue to pray and uplift you all in that manner. Yes, it is a new day yeah, that's right, Carol. It is a new day. It is the day that the Lord has made, and not only are we rejoicing, but it is a new day to get some stuff done. And it is a great day for revelation. And I thank God for some of the revelation that He's been giving me. I have officially come to the end of the road with my journal. I got so much, yeah, I'm telling you. And that was another thing that I told myself yesterday, because I was telling you guys about when I had that bout of insomnia. Part of which is because I'm in the bed, like, so my body probably just doesn't even recognize. Because, like, you see how I'm all propped up. I got all my pillows. Carol, this is the one. No, this is the one Tawana gave me. The one that you gave me is underneath it. I'm literally in body pillows. I've got body pillows like all wrapped up inside. So they're these Uline pillows. And so I'm in this little comfort zone. Like, my back is postured just right. I'm in this little comfort zone. So yeah, this is the way I tuck myself. I literally tuck myself, like how we wrap the infants in we swaddle infants. I'm literally tucked in my bed. So I'm supported on every side, and I've got everything just kind of, it's crazy. I got Bible here, Bible there, calendar there, notes here, journal somewhere underneath that, remote something, child. It's a real situation going on over here. But it's seasonal, right? It's seasonal. It's not always like this. It's seasonal. So we're gonna work through when it's working season. That's when everything's up in the bed with me. But it's not gonna always be like this. To God be the glory. It won't always be like this, right? Eventually the tables will turn, right? The tables will turn. So, but we go with the flow. So we were talking yesterday about how with the insomnia, my body is just like, dude, you in the bed all the time. Like, we don't know that the bed is sleepy time. The bed could be work time, creativity time, relaxation time. Like, the bed has these multi-purposes to it. So yesterday I did good. I went downstairs yesterday. I started cleaning up because I knew my mama was coming over, and I was like, when mama's come over, we got to tidy up a little bit. Even though my mom is not like that. She's not like that. She will get up and help before she would start passing judgment. But I just myself, it was me that just had the need to clean up. I even mopped the floors. I had been wanting to mop the floors for a minute now. And so I got the floors mopped because I had been on, bed rest, been on these restrictions. I hadn't been able to do the things that I normally would do. So I was, kind of getting some stuff done. Um, and, just really cleaning up, like, just trying to figure out like what can be thrown out, what we don't need. I shredded papers. So I spent a lot of time yesterday downstairs, out of the bed, sitting at the chair, from the dining room to the living room, which was, again, I believe, very good for me after having gone out and do staring around. I spent a lot of time out of the bed, and so I feel like my body was getting a little bit of a difference. And so today, that's kind of the goal. The goal, yes, I'm all comfy positioned right now, but I do have to get up because I did run out of my journal. Okay. So I've got 2 pages left in my journal, which is not going to do me a bit of good. It ain't going to do me a bit of good. So therefore, I got to go searching around for another journal. And I'm certain that I have them. I'm certain I have. Um, I just got to put my hands on one, and I got to feel it. It's got to speak to me. And that's how it gets selected. It speaks to me. And then I'm like, okay, you the one. So I do have to get up out of my little cushy position here and get my new journal. And I'm excited about what the Lord is showing me, because he is speaking revelation, right? He is speaking some revelation to me this morning. So I want to make sure I capture all of that. Um, so yeah, I did a bit. I did a bit more than normal. And my oldest son, I didn't get a chance to speak to him last night because I was, but I did hear him come in, but I stayed asleep, to God be the glory. But he don't realize when mom start, and I know when he, and oh Lord have mercy, I got to go downstairs and see what the house looks like after he came home last night. I got to see if the place still looks like how I last left it, because the boy does have a tendency to, he just like his father. Lord have mercy, y'all. He just like his father. He will leave his clothes just sitting just wherever he took them off at. So if he, because we do this thing, like I'm very particular about street clothes and bed clothes and things as such. And so if he came in from work and took off his street clothes, it may just be sitting right where he. Y'all pray my strength. Better yet, y'all pray for him, and hope and pray that my house looked the same as when I went to bed last night. The area that I clean. So, but he failed to realize that when mom clean, well, I think he knows that when mom cleans, that means there's some work for somebody else to do. So, I've already got his work cut out for him today. So, when he wakes, he's got a mommy to do list. Mommy needs you to do this. Mommy needs you to do that. And so because it just made me feel better to have a clean environment. So I think I'm going to go and after I go downstairs to get my new journal, I'm going to go and get my I think I'm going to do a little work downstairs today. Yep, I think that's what we will do. But I hope and I pray that everybody is well. Yesterday, the wellness encounter did come out. So if you didn't get a chance to take a look at the wellness encounter, please make certain that you do that and just kind of read through some of the information in there. And again, I mean, it's not a lot of information in there, but I know it is good information that you just might want to take your time on a little bit. So I understand if you might just glance at it at first look, but do put it on your to-do list. And I know it gets hard to do because I do the very same thing. I get emails and I'm like, oh, let me save this because I'm going to come back and read it. And do I really come back and read it? Not really. However, if you and here's like a personal development tip, if you reserve the time, right? If you already reserve the time, if you already put it in your calendar to say, this is my time to learn X, Y, and Z, then you can utilize it. So when the wellness encounter comes up, you already have it pegged in your calendar to say, this is my time to learn, to gain, to glean something. So I'm going to just use this time for that. And then if it's something that, doesn't interest you, something that doesn't evolve you or anything like that, then you can just utilize that time for something else. But at least you have the time carved out. And Dr. V and I, we had did this one time. We shared a coach, a mentor, and we had did this one time before, and it was very helpful. Where we literally and when I followed by, it was really good. I remember because I did it when my youngest was a lot smaller, and he loved it too. Child, he used to get excited that I used to put mommy and me time on my calendar, and that was my time with him particularly. Oh, good job, Carol. Good job. See, Carol makes time. And that's one of the reasons why you grow. That's one of the reasons why you evolve. Because and I feel like the information in the wellness encounter could also help you professionally, with the clients that you serve. It gives you a deeper understanding, especially if you go to the doctors with them. We have the whole section on conversation starters with the doctor about certain topics. So all my health coaches is, I mean, really, the wellness encounter should be on your list of things that you should be reading because it helps you professionally. Anybody in the healthcare industry should utilize the wellness encounter as such. So but definitely when you carve it out on your calendar, you make time for it, right? You make time for it because it's already slated on your calendar. And I was saying I had done that years ago, and it did a world of good for me. It really did. It helped with my relationship with my baby boy. Him feeling like a loner or whatever the case may be. It gave us that time together, and he really thrived because of it, because he would see, and I actually let him pick the time, so he was able to slot it out on my calendar as I was putting in self-care time and educational time and all of this other stuff. I let him slot that out, and so that was really good. And it's funny because I used to have Friday nights was date night, baby. Friday nights was slated on the calendar as a date night. And I was like, that's the space. We're not doing nothing during date night slot. And I actually, you know what? Now that I'm speaking about it, I think I need to rearrange my calendar, especially since we're getting ready to start a new month. April is like bombarding itself here. Like we'll literally be in April very, very soon, so I can go ahead and start plotting out the month of April, and personally for myself, as far as the time I want to schedule and have set aside, right? Because when you have that time set aside, you don't, it's like a non-negotiable, right? If it's on your calendar, so if you had a meeting and a meeting is on your calendar, you're going to attend that meeting, right? It's a you're not even putting brain power behind it. It's done deal. So just as you would schedule time out for your clients, your bosses, or whatever the case may be, you should set out the time for yourself as well. So Wellness Encounter comes out on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So you can then plan accordingly for that. I promise you, I will get the Black Girl Encourage Her up. We're probably just going to go ahead and we're going to take the month of March off. But I feel as though we did so much, with the Entrepreneur Edition. We did so much with that. So I feel okay. I feel okay with taking just a little respite period. I know for certain that we will be back. Um, I'm going to say April, right? I'm going to say April, but I know for certain because I already have on the calendar for the month of May. So I already know where we're going in May. So I'm just taking a few deep breaths here. And I promise we'll be back in our Thursday. But hold that Thursday spot. Don't give that Thursday 7 p.m. spot away to nobody. You've been having that space reserved for the Black Girl. Encourage her. Hold it. Keep it. Do a little self-care time, a little me time, a little breathing time, a little reading time, but hold that space, because we will be back this Sunday. Well, not Sunday coming, right? Sunday coming, because Sunday's not in this week. Sunday coming will be a new segment of the Bible study series. So for those of you who have been tuning in and watching the Bible study series, there will be a new segment coming out. Okay, have a blessed day, Carol. I'll talk to you later. So yes, make certain that you slate yourself out. But for on Sunday will be the day for the Bible study series. So I'm looking forward to that being released on this coming Sunday, and we can all watch and fellowship with that. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. But I'm grateful for that. So I'm rambling, and I guess I can always feel myself when I'm just kind of rambling along. But I did just want to stop in and say good morning, peace and blessings to you all. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because, like I said, my mind is kind of preoccupied. I do have some work to get done, but I also need to go grab my journal so that I can catch this revelation that the Lord has me in and is sharing with me. So I want to make certain, I want to be obedient to that, and I want to capture that, because not only does it benefit me, it will benefit all of us, right? So I will definitely see you all tomorrow. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and stay encouraged, stay hopeful, and make sure that you all are are staying focused on what the Lord has you to do. Good morning, Leslie Ann. Blessings to you, Queen. Listen, I'm stopping the video here. I know it's still pretty early, but I am stopping the video here because I have some things that I need to do that's kind of floating around in my head. But you all have a beautiful and blessed day. For those of you who are just tuning in, you can watch the replay of this so that you can catch some of those morning nuggets and morning encouragement. But have a beautiful Thursday, and I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. And maybe I'll share some of this revelation that the Lord is putting in my brain. Maybe I'll share a little bits and pieces of that for you on tomorrow. All right. So you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Be blessed. Don't forget to read the wellness encounter. Okay.